Let's go to Deborah in Orlando, Florida. Deborah.
Hello, good night.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Brad. I'm okay.
What's going on?
Thank you for taking my call. My question is, my daughter, she's in Trinidad right now.
Right.
And her green card expired in December 2020. She's unable to get an appointment at the Trinidad embassy, right? Well, the U.S. embassy in Trinidad. What can she do? Can you do anything for her?
Yeah, we can help her try to get an appointment. How long has she been out of the country?
Over a year.
Okay, that's the problem. So the reason not doing it is because they're saying she abandoned her green card. Now, it could be because of COVID and she wasn't able to come back, and then they wouldn't schedule her. So she has lots of reasons why she was out for more than a year. But she would, at this point, need to apply for something called an SB1 visa. So it's not.
What can you repeat that?
SB1. Okay.
SB1.
S is in Spar, B is in Bernstein 1, but it's not the Spar-Bernstein visa, but they call it an SB1 visa. It has nothing to do with Spar-Bernstein. It just has the same exact initials as our law firm. And what you do is you show, it's not my fault I stayed out of the country for more than a year, because if you stay out of the country for more than a year, you abandoned your green card.
Exactly.
And it's not my fault. I have a good reason. So here's my good reason. There's COVID. I couldn't get an appointment. Maybe she had health issues. Maybe she was in school. I don't know. Whatever, all of her reasons, she dumps it in. And then the second part of that application process is, I never abandoned my permanent residence. I still got stuff back in America. I got my family, my mom. Maybe I have an apartment, a home, a car, a bank account, things that indicate that I intend to return to the United States. I never intended to stay out for a year.
Well, she don't even have a job here. She don't work here or anything.
It doesn't matter about working. It's about what did she leave behind. So we would need to have a conversation with her and you about doing the SB1 visa and then getting her that appointment in Trinidad. So because other than that, the longer she's out, the more unlikely it is to get the SB1 visa.
Okay.
All right, so hold on one second. Priscilla in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Priscilla.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
I'm blessed, thank you.
Good.
I think you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize or something.
Thank you very much. Nobody nominated me, but maybe next year. Thank you.
I did.
Okay.
I did nominate you, and I'm not joking.
Thank you, Priscilla, but the nomination is from a Norwegian guy or woman from the Norwegian Parliament, so we got to get in touch with one of them to nominate me, but thank you nevertheless. All right, So what's going on?
So, Mike, I have two questions for you.
Yes.
I'm a green card holder, and I filed for my spouse since 2018, and it got approved as of last week. I only filed the I-130. That was all I have filed. And I got a mail that it was approved. So I want to know, what's the next step after that? Because the letter said if you don't hear from us from 45 days from now, you should contact us. I just want to know what I'm to do.
Where is your spouse? Let's start there.
Nigeria.
Okay. So the case, does it say on the approval notice that the case was transferred to the National Visa Center?
Yes.
Okay. So you will hear from the National Visa Center. It takes about 8 weeks from the approval. And the National Visa Center should be sending you information about who's your attorney, who's going to be handling the case at the National Visa Center. Do you have an attorney? Do you have an agent? Are you going to be doing it on your own?
I'm doing it on my own.
Okay, so you'll check that box off. You'll send it back to the National Visa Center, and that will start the process. If 8, 9 weeks, maybe because of COVID, 10 weeks happens, and you still haven't heard anything, then you need to get an attorney involved.
Will they be sending it via email or via mail?
Both.
Both. Okay. So, will the email they will send it, will it be for me or for the one for my spouse?
I don't know what you put down, but your spouse should be getting something, you should be getting something, and you should be getting an email.
Okay. All right. Second question. When I become a citizen, I want to file for my mother who is here and has overstayed her visa. What forms do I have to file?
When you have a pending citizenship right now?
Yeah, I already did my interview on in.
Oh, okay. So it's almost momentarily then.
Yeah.
So you're going to file an I-485. How'd your
Okay.
mom come to the United States? Let's start there. She came on a
Yeah,
visa?
she's here.
On a visa?
Huh?
She came on a visa?
Yeah, she came on B2. Is it
Okay.
B2
And how
or B1?
long ago?
She came in 17.
Okay, fine. All right. So she's overstayed time.
2017.
Got it. All right. So you're going to file an I-45, an I-130, an I-864, an I-944, an I-765, and I-131.
And I what? What was the last I?
I-131.
Okay.
All right.
All right. One last question.
Yes.
So, if I become a citizen before my spouse gets here, does that thing of the 3 years still cover him in terms of, does he still get to file his citizenship after 3 years of
Yes.
coming here?
Yes.
Okay, but if he comes here, because what they said pending in the USCIS website that I checked my citizenship, they said by August. What if he gets here before August and I'm still a green card holder? Does he still get to file in 3 years?
That it's unlikely that'll happen. I'm sure you'll be a citizen before he gets here. But let's assume he gets here before you're a citizen. He does not get to file 3 years from the day he gets here, but he would file for his citizenship 3 years from the day you become a citizen. Because what the law says is, if you have a green card and you live with a U.S. citizen for 3 years in a bona fide marriage, you can file your citizenship. So, so
3 years.
So the 3 years would start on the day you become a citizen.
Oh, okay, got it. So does it mean that means 2 years and 9 months? I start the process.
2 years, 9 months, and 3 days.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so
You're very
much.
welcome, Priscilla.
Every single day I learn a lot from you,
Thank you.
and you're a genius,
Thank
and
you.
you're good at what you do. God bless you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Your compliments get you very far. We like you very much. Thank you. Take care.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. Jenny in Orlando. Jenny.
Hi, how
Jenny.
are
How are you? How you doing?
I'm okay. Continue keeping up the good work you're doing,
Thank
Uncle
you.
Brad.
My pleasure.
You teach me so much different stuff.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, my question to you is, how do you know if your interview go well? Your interview notice for a green card,
How do you know?
and at the end of the interview, how would you know that yes, the interview went well and they will grant you?
Well, sometimes they'll tell you the interview went well, we're going to grant you. And sometimes they'll say we need to review everything. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.